It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh air. Get inside. If the weather's fine and you got the time, it's your chance to wake up and plan another brand new day. Either way, it's a beautiful morning. Each bird keeps singing his own song. So long, I've got to be on my way now. No fun just hanging around. I got to cover ground, you couldn't keep me down. It just ain't no good if the sun shines and you're still inside. Still inside. Still inside. Still inside. We'll be children with robins and flowers. Sunshine caresses each new waking hour. Seems to me that people keep seeing more and more each day. Gotta say, lead the way. It's okay. Well, today, gotta say, it's okay. All right. Lead the way.
Well, happy Friday morning, everyone. Sitting in for KB this morning. It's me, Scotty Roberts. Welcome to the program. And I'm glad you could make it by this morning. It's Friday morning, best day of the week, especially if you're working stiff. And of course, when I have my own business, I have to work all the time. So Fridays are Fridays, but they're still fun. They're still good. How's everybody doing this morning? KB is out this morning, but it looks like we've got all the regulars flying in. Hey, Susie Q, an irregular to Morning Coffee with KB. And Kenny KB Ballos, he is out this morning. And so he asked me to fill in, so here we are. Doing it in just a slightly different format than normal. I'm broadcasting it from my studio over on my YouTube channel. And I will tell you this, everybody who's on Facebook, if you can make it to the YouTube channel, the chat is better over there. I can call you into the show easier from there. If you're seeing and watching the chat from a Facebook link, you're not going to see everybody's comments, and not many people will see yours. That's just the way Facebook has set it up. So I thought we'd do this experiment because we're trying to talk KB into starting with StreamYard, which is what I am broadcasting via this morning by way of. And so good morning, first of all, to everybody that's out there. I see everybody gathering. We got Roger Rabbit this morning. Good to see you, brother. Sandra Saunders. There we go. Woo, man. And we got Allison is here this morning. How you doing, Allison? And Kristen Holmes is here. And Michael, who is Viking Off-Roading. You can come in anytime you want, Michael. Anybody can. Who else we got this morning? Terry Pitts, the inimitable Terry Pitts. Good to see you, sir. Glad that you're here this morning. And who else we got? Susie Q, I mentioned. She's a regular to my shows. And so good to see you here this morning. Chief Remeldian Olympus. I wish I had a little echo. I could do a little echo for his voice. He is with us this morning. And Wendy Robertson. Oh, the link is in the description, Wendy, but let me do this. I will also post it here. Hang on a second. Invite, copy. Boom. The link is just down below the window in YouTube. But here you go. Bang. There is the, it'll take a second for it to propagate over. There is the link if you want to connect with the show this morning in studio. So, Philip Blair, good to see you this morning. Perfect start to a day with IMHO. Let's see. Who else we got in here? Odyssey Radio is me. All those extra ones from Facebook are me. I'm just connected through my studio. So, coffee. And got the kids off to school. I will tell you this. I went to drop the kids off at school this morning, and I have to, all the schools, the middle school, the high school, and then the elementary school are all on one big curved road. And it's an inter-school campus road system for dropping your kids off. But it's a clusterfuck. That's all it is. And so we go and we drop my daughter off first for elementary school. And there's a big line today. And they've got one line along the curb, but they got two lanes. Can't drop your kid in the outer lane. You got to be against the curb. So the rules say. And sometimes that line was around the curve and all the way back down to the entrance of the parking lot. So when you get up to the first curve, you can veer into a second lane and you can drive all the way up and you can try to pull in ahead past the crosswalk and drop off up there. So I do that when it gets really busy. A lot of people do that. It's just getting cars in and out as quickly as possible. And there's no one directing any traffic there. And so I'm trying to pull in to drop my daughter off way up by the doors. And this guy and everybody behind is all dropping them off along the curbs and stuff. And I was going to go past the crosswalk where it's empty. And the guy with the a big truck, big redneck and a big ass pickup truck trying to cut me off from pulling in. I'm like, dude, what's your problem? And so I just kind of eased the nose in and I pulled in. And everybody does that. Everybody's kind of leapfrogging in that line. And it's not like I was doing something untoward or out of my place. You get to the back of the line. No, you go where you can get in. And so I've never seen an accident there, a fender bender or anything. So I pull in, I ease my way in, and he's got to hit his brakes to let me in because he was trying to nose me out from pulling in. Oh, you're not going to pull in front of me, and he had already dropped his kid off. And so I got in front of him. And then the second lane over here, he starts to pull out into that so he can pass me and get out of the complex. Somebody else had already stopped next to him and he couldn't pull out. And you could see he was getting pissed about it. And so my daughter jumps out in all of 2 seconds. Bye, Dad. Slam. I pull right back out. And I'm on my way out. And then he has to end up being behind me again. And he was not happy about that. And all I could think the whole way was, I'm like, I have no road rage. I'm just like, dude, calm down. We're all dropping our kids off. But all I could think with this big old redneck behind me in that pickup truck is the window decal my wife put on. I was in her car this morning, her van. Well, it's not a van, a Buick Rendezvous. It's a mini SUV. So all I could think of was this. She'd put a sticker on the other day that said, "You can't say happiness without saying penis." And I'm thinking, here's this big redneck behind me in this pickup truck behind me. And I got something about penises on my back window. So, hey, Wendy.
Good morning. Oh, sorry, should I say good afternoon?
Good afternoon for you. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Scotty. Hey,
how you doing, brother?
Hanging in there. Like I said, I'd say between all three of us, and I know Wendy and Valerie's going to do the thing for KB one day to the yard, and I know we all fill in for the man, the myth, and the legend. But
Man, the myth,
right,
the
that's
legend.
right.
yep, all right.
There. Now I look like Wendy.
I know. Well, I'm
Yeah,
trying to. I
one
can't
glasses.
see
Right.
otherwise, right?
Those are my road glasses. Yeah, these are my
I
computer
can
glasses.
see.
So how is everybody this morning?
I wasn't feeling too good this morning, I have to say.
I like you better like this.
Oh dear. You like me on top.
Yes. I can see
Right.
more of you this way.
Well,
See,
yeah.
when I go to this format,
But you've got the morning,
I can only see your face.
morning coffee with KB. You can't see much, see, because it covers
So there
up.
you go. Michael, you're dark over there. Oh, he stepped away.
Yeah, but when you've got morning coffee with KB, it's like, you know what I mean? It doesn't.
You know what I'll do? I will just remove that bit.
There you go.
Boom. There we
Boom.
are.
Bada boom.
So everybody, this is what, if you're not used to it, if you don't see it on my show and Wendy's in my show, this is StreamYard. This is what we're trying to get Kenny to do, is StreamYard, because you can comment from, hey, good morning, Mirror Major. You can comment from Facebook. You can comment from YouTube, and it all shows up here. We see it all, and you can call into the show from here.
Okay.
Real easy. Well, let's see. KB says,
He is.
and you can put the posts up too if you want to highlight them. I'm not a that. I'm just KB. No MML.
You are the
I-
man, the myth, the legend. That's what
The man,
he's
the myth, the
saying.
legend. That's what that is.
Mhm.
Yep.
So come on in. You should call in, Kenny, if you can, and if you're
It's
able
your
to this
show.
morning. And anybody else is welcome to call in, as Kenny would say. The show, and for as many thousands of times have I heard him say it, I can't quote it. You can talk about anything you want. You can talk about politics. You can talk about
Paranormal. Yeah,
paranormal.
Yeah.
You can talk about even that three-letter word sex. And how does he say that? He says, and if you're anything like me, even if you can't say it, you can fake it.
Yeah,
Something like that.
if you don't know it, say
you don't- See, we're lost without Kenny. So
what is it? Oh, say if I don't know anything about it, or if you don't know anything about it, you're not the only one that can fake it. Something. Yeah.
there
Yeah.
it is. There it is.
And
Although
that's what
Michael's
it is.
pretty much the man of mystery right now because you're in the dark, huh?
I like the glasses too, Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh, do.
I mean,
Yes,
Well,
they
Oh, darling,
enhance you.
I'm a bit blind as a bat if I don't put them
okay.
on. That's why I'm wearing them more and
I
more.
can't
on
read the
show.
chat room these days anymore. Sometimes I can. Sometimes my eyes are
Honestly.
good. Now
Thank
they're a
you.
little better this morning. I can read the chat room.
there Scotty's buddy showed up. He made.
We got Chief Romeldian. How you doing, Romeldian?
Morning.
Good morning. What's on your mind today?
Yeah, I do have a question for both of you.
All right.
Cause I got an email once and I asked about a past life question,
Yeah.
and I found the email kind of weird because I asked, why did this person still have no like romantic feeling like from a past life marriage? And the email was all she gave me was one name. And then I Googled that name, and the first thing that came up was a song because I was studying about that person.
What was the song?
Rhonda. Crap. I can't remember the full name, but the song was I'm
Was
Not
it
Over
the
You.
70s by any chance? There's a song about Rhonda somebody. So what you're wondering,
Yeah, it
is-
had something. When you're studying people in history, do they sometimes show up to you, or does something weird happen? Because
are you asking, you said something about a past life, married in a past life?
Yeah, because I was studying about their because I want to get the truth about who they were. Because it's for the book that I'm writing that I told you about.
Yes.
Because there's so much misinformation about her that I want to get the accurate truth. And so I asked a psychic reader, why did this person still have romantic feelings? So I typed up in that name, and like I kind of found that odd when I first.
Well, I think this is a question for Eeny, Meeny, Money. Well, Wendy.
Oh,
Yeah,
fine.
Oh, she's the one. I don't know if she can answer it fully for you, but let's give her a try.
So let's just break it down, Chief. You want to know about basic fact. You want to know about a past life, love?
Oh, I know who they are, but I'm like, because I got a single name, then I Googled it, but it's more a reference to what the song was about.
So look, I'm still confused over this, Chief. Like, what you're saying to me is that, did you have a reading and something was mentioned to you, or you had a dream? What is the whole situation with this?
No, I'm wondering if you guys had, when you study history, do they show up to you and talk to you, or do they
Well,
guide you
as
to
a reader,
someplace?
like sometimes I deal with past life readings. Sometimes they come through, sometimes they don't, not always. And you have to be careful which reader you kind of go and see, because if they're not, I always go by recommendation, because sometimes if you go and see someone, they can say anything to you and it kind of makes you go,
Right.
where am I going with this? I believe that you come down time and time again and you meet people from different lifetimes. They could have been a sister, a brother, a lover, a murderer, or anyone previously in your life. And you'll come down again and you'll meet them again and you'll have karma to finish off with them, whether it be good or bad, right? And I think that when you meet someone, I hope this is helping, when you meet someone, you instantly know there's a connection. You can't explain it. You feel like you've known them before. You feel like you're drawn to them like you've never been drawn perhaps before. And the next thing you know, things start to feel familiar. Things start to feel very, very familiar. Songs might be given to you where, and I always say to people, if you get a song in your dream, look up the words, because it's kind of like your subconscious telling you perhaps what you need to learn or what you need to discover. But it's like, do our past lives come back to us? Our loves? Yes, they can. Not always in a love interest. No, they don't. Sometimes they come down in other ways. But I'm hoping that's going to answer some of your question.
Yeah, it does.
Hopefully
I'm
that's
just wondering
helpful
if
for
it
you,
ever happened to
Romeldian.
you guys, though.
Yes, it has. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I have met a few people in my life, and not always great, but I've had that massive connection. And it's like, why do you feel so familiar? Why am I drawn to you? Why does this connection come from? Oh yeah, it happens. Have you, Scotty? You had it?
Yeah, every now and then. Romeldian, thanks, brother. Good to
Yep.
have you here. I'm going to take you out of the window and you can listen to some of what people want to say about this. I have had.
Figured out why I'm dark for. Valerie just said, "You're dark because the light is too bright behind you."
I was expecting your voice to come in like a.
Yeah,
I am here with you this morning. Because you're doing the incognito, masked.
I don't know how to darken that up, but
And Field Guy, this is the most light I've ever seen you in.
I know.
You've got like
Normally it's
daylight
late
coming
at
in.
night.
Different room.
Different room.
Well, my
Stuart
room's
says-
all covered.
I feel like I've known Scotty before. It's weird.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Stuart. You know what I have found is that people that, and again, this is all so subjective because there's no way to prove any of it. It's not like tracing DNA or bloodlines or something. It's all a spiritual thing. But like with Stuart, I was instantly drawn to Stuart. I like Stuart. I like what he presents. I like his personality. Now, is that because of my personality and where it's just psychological? People are drawn to each other. Wendy, I was drawn to her 20 years ago as a friend. She's been my friend for that long. Are we connected somewhere in a past life? That's a possibility. Is that what makes the connection? Is that undying energy that exists that still makes the connection?
Well, they say that we're all connected by the thin red line, the thin red string.
Yep.
We're all connected. Everybody that comes in and out of your life, whether they're friend, lover, enemy, anything like that. We know what our life is going to be like before we even come down here. We know what we're going to do, who we're going to meet, what we're going to be involved in. That's what we know before we come down. But when we come down, we've got no really clue because we're now in the human form. And it's only when you get that gut feeling, that instinct, that feeling that doesn't go away, that's when I start to say to people, it pretty much could be a connection, a past life.
And it doesn't, and the connection doesn't always have to be the same. The connection I have with Wendy do we have a connection from a past life? Does that mean we were once married or lovers or romantic? No. She could have been my feudal overlord, and I was the woman she raped and sold my kids into slavery. But there's a connection.
Great God.
Oh, Lord.
I doubt it was that. And there's probably people you have hostility with instant. You see somebody, and right away there's something that hits you. There's something, I think, from a past life. That energy, that residual energy that lives on, is the thing making the connection.
That's what you said, wasn't it, Michael?
Yeah,
When you
like I said,
Me?
yeah. When I met her, it was, if anybody knows me, like I said, not just because I was sitting in the dark incognito, it was more because the sun.
Police informant.
Yeah, but yeah, hey, I did not have dealings with China.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Yeah. My son is a great artist. I got one. Yeah, but no, it's like it's like you meet some people in life that you can just open up to, and and it's like you have no walls, no barriers, and like I said, and that's what it was with Wendy. Is like I had knew her my whole whatever, and everything just flowed really, really easy, and and it's the same way on her. It's like there was a weird thing, and it's even like and she does the reading, so she's like, well, let's do a chart. She wanted to investigate. Let's do a chart. Then the chart come back and said, boom, 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 all this stuff. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. And, and it's like, okay. But like I said, I had felt, like I had knew her after I spoke to her. It was just, the conversation went on for forever. And I'm like, what is the thin red line and the thin?
So I think it's where the Buddhists use it as well. But don't they talk about the thin red line, the thin red string that connects us all? We're all just so much that away from each other. It's an old quote, but I'm sure you can dig it up, Scotty.
Is it anything to do with the silver cord?
Yeah.
In Grecian mythology, that they would cut that and that would end your life.
Yeah.
Have you had any experiences, Fieldy?
Of that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen anybody about past lives or anything like that, but sort of reminds me of a Deep Space Nine episode. In a way.
Yeah.
But I've never had anything quite like that. I always joke around. I say I must have did something in a past life because this one ain't worth it. Just wait till the next.
I used to joke around the same thing. That's where I got the feudal overlord. I said, the way my life works someday, I must be paying for my past life evils, where I raped my tenants because I was a feudal overlord and I sold their kids into slavery. All
right.
And now I'm paying for it in this life. I don't know that that's the way that
I'll
works.
fix the window. I will fix the window. I will be right back.
He's going to throw a blanket over the window.
Pretty much on the outside.
Did you feel like that when you met Rainey?
No. There was a connection, but it was I met Rainey and I was immediately drawn to her, but we didn't know each other. We hardly even talked that much.
Yeah.
For a couple of years. And then when we got together, she started coming to my place for the Thursday night shindig I threw all the time. And we got another look at Michael. Trying to figure out his window.
So funny. He's like, Val said in the messages that she feels connected to the Titanic in some way, and I have the same connection. When we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago, I was saying to you, there's something about it that keeps pulling me back. Like I want to go and be above the site of where it is. Even though I'm terrified of water and I don't do boats, I feel like I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So weird.
And places. I didn't think so much about that when I met Rainey, because you asked me that question. Kind of puts me on the spot thinking about it, because I didn't think about it much back then. I didn't consider that kind of thing. And ladies and gentlemen,
Here we are.
There we go.
this is Michael's butt
Hi,
as he's
Jacob.
hanging his owls. Oh, there we go.
There
Nice
we go.
legs, babe.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, there we go. But that helps. Like I said,
That helps.
you know,
You can see your face now.
Just have something handy on the wall like that. That's a background, and there you
What
go.
is that? Oh, I see.
Picture of a
Waterfall
waterfall.
through the arch of the bridge.
I got the.
No,
I got-
and then there's a clock back there. So
But don't you think most couples? Let's spin off of Wendy's question of me. Most couples and Wendy, the relationships you've had that are strong. Michael, same for you. Field guy, Field guy's the 40-year-old virgin, folks. So we can't hail much to him for relationship talk. But
I'm an expert in a lot of other things.
he's expert in a lot of other things. But when you meet somebody, there's always an energy, or you wouldn't see them again.
Yeah.
There's always something that connects you, and if there isn't, it ends up being very shallow, and you know that right away too. Maybe you're drawn by a visual or the visceral. Maybe you're drawn because, ooh, that's a good-looking woman. Oh, that's a good-looking guy. And you're drawn together and you find out, yeah, but it's not we're not going to make this into anything. So I think when you get into relationships, whether they last or not, there's always an energy there. There's always a draw of one form or another.
And it's all what you do with the energy. That's it. You know, like I said, you know, my mom, you know, she could always, you know, certain people come into a room, she say they suck the energy out of the room. They, you know, they suck all the, yeah. And I used to think that you know, that she was, I thought, you know, boy, it's time to put her in a home. You know, her things done slid off you know, her cheese off the cracker, as they say. And he has a connection downstairs.
Elvis is in the building.
Elvis is in the building. Got a
Elvis
hot
is
connection
drunk again.
downstairs.
That's it. Elvis. Yeah.
There you go. There's a connection between you and Michael.
Yeah.
Maybe you and Michael were really good friends in a past life.
Yeah.
And again, it's all different because we
Yeah.
think in the terms of what we're in now.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't a guy. Maybe Field Guy was a woman. Maybe Wendy was a man. You know, there's all these different types. What's that?
I've had past life regression, so I know I was a man in a few lifetimes as well. So when you go have a past life regression, it's really weird because you know it's you as Wendy lying down there having the regression, but you start to get all this other emotion and feelings and senses as the other person. It's crazy, but it's really interesting.
Yeah. What is thalassophobia, Valerie? I don't know anything. I've never even heard of
Or something. I know she has.
Phobia of the Lassian? I don't know.
Oh, she did a show.
If you want to mention what that is, I don't mean to be too personal, but you put up there, you think that's why you have thalassophobia. Is it because of past life stuff, you're saying? How old would Elvis be now? I think in his 80s. He was only like 43.
Have you seen all the thing on TikTok?
He'd be around
about him
90.
Called Bob. What's his name? Oh my God, it's all over TikTok. I'm going to get the name so I know.
All right.
Bob something. He's a priest or a vicar or something. Elvis.
So yeah, Elvis was what, 43 when he died in 77.
Bob Joyce.
Yeah.
What about Bob Joyce?
Well, there's a guy called Bob Joyce. He looks just like Elvis. He sings just like Elvis. And if I hold that there, you can see exactly what I mean.
Oh, I think this is a guy. This is a friend of my mom's.
What, Bob Joyce?
Yeah, I believe so.
It looks more like Kenny Rogers to me.
He does in his later
but when
pictures.
he starts singing, I mean, everyone can sing like.
You can see when he was younger. There's a
Yeah.
picture of him with his. Is that him when he's younger? Or is that Elvis? No, that's Elvis. So,
Yeah, look, you can look at this one here. Look.
I don't see the similarity in
Oh,
looks.
come on. You
And
can
folks are
see
just
that.
looking
They
over on
look
Google.
just alike. Look.
Elvis has been found out.
Yeah.
Oh, there
He's
he
not
is. Yeah.
Graceland.
Joyce.
Elvis should
Well,
have went.
my
in
mom
That was
just
a shitty
There's
window,
this
right?
guy. I think that's his name, Bob Joyce.
Bob
He
Joyce.
looks like he's a guy with a white beard now, and she said he's one of the most renowned Elvis impersonators in the world.
Really?
He's getting older now. Yeah,
Wow.
maybe that's him.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, says Elvis.
There's a guy I know I grew up with. He was friends to my grandparents before they passed away. And he does that. He came into my work, not where I'm at now, but a few years ago, in jumpsuit and everything. He's like 85 years old. And he'd come up
Nice.
in a jumpsuit and everything going, "Hi, I'm Elvis." And I go, "You're not Elvis. I know who you are." I blew his cover because I hadn't seen him in years. I knew who he was, and I shouted out his name, and he goes, he looks around. I go, "I know who you are. You ain't Elvis." I said, "You too old for that." He goes, "Well, Elvis
Wow,
is
way to
85.
burst the man's bubble.
But do we
Way to
think
go,
Elvis
Field guy.
Is that
Went
Well,
home and made
Yeah.
some macaroni and cheese and
Well,
stuffed
this
a
dude
towel
used to
under
be
the door
Elvis
and turned
for
on the
years.
gas.
But do you actually think Elvis is dead? I mean, now, obviously, the age.
Yeah,
but
I
do
think
you
he
actually
died.
think he died in 1977.
I think he died in 77. I think there's mystique all around it and it's not a conspiracy, but there's mystery around it. I think people build that mystery about people they admire and love and don't want to have dead. And has Elvis been seen? No, I think there's been lookalikes. I'm more
He's still
pragmatic
alive.
on Elvis. He had some kind of heart
We did that
attack
show
or
about
something,
Lisa
died.
Marie Presley. Remember when Lisa, right at the beginning, we did a show about Lisa Marie Presley.
Yeah.
And looked at the fact that that whole family was basically a heart attack walking because they've all
Yeah.
dropped dead pretty early of it. But having said that, Michael Jackson, people still believe he's alive, right?
Yeah, there's some that believe Michael Jackson's alive.
He's dead as a doornail.
There's people that believe John F. Kennedy, JFK, was still alive. What would he be, 100 and something by now? But
That's a show that you need to do for Bridging the Pond, is the whole connections of Marilyn Monroe to the Kennedys and
Yeah.
oh yeah,
what was the ball
That's
player that she was married to?
Joe
Yeah.
DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio?
No, I had a medium friend who's quite well known. She used to go back and forth to the States, and she swore that Marilyn Monroe was not. She faked her death. That's what she said. She faked it because she knew they were out for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Pitts.
Probably
Mr.
so.
Pitts.
Yeah.
Good morning. It took me 15 minutes to figure this shit out this morning.
Oh, I'm glad you figured it out and you're here. Good to see you, brother.
Glasses on almost. Well, Scotty's taking his off now.
Yeah, we all have our glasses on today.
Oh, mine's
So
Yeah, we all can't see this morning. So.
Still, Guy, do you wear glasses?
Yeah. Well,
Supposed to, but I don't get them.
mine's laying here somewhere.
Why I don't drive? Because I refuse to wear glasses.
How
oh,
are you, Terry? You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing
gotta
all
get
right, I
glasses.
guess.
Oh Lord, let's put these
Oh,
on and see what
nice
Terry
to
looks
see
like
you.
this morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
Lord.
Here we
not
go.
when you're in a
We're all
little
doing
time. And Michael
Right.
got his on now. Look.
I
There
can
we
wear
go.
I can wear my mother's glasses, which she had left behind.
We're the glasses brigade.
those
this
on.
morning.
Yeah, there you go. Look,
There it is.
everyone can see everyone now.
Yeah,
These aren't my prescription though, but
Yeah, these aren't my computer glasses.
Isn't it-
sadly.
isn't it
Even though they're
right?
bifocals,
She's lost
I would have to
Terry.
look at my computer screen like this.
Oh,
And
we
that's why I
put
don't
on
wear my
glasses,
bifocals
and
on
he,
there.
when I went to get my glasses, I had two doctors at America's Best check my eyes out. Neither one of them said anything about bifocals.
Oh, where'd Terry go?
He just-
we messing with him too hard this morning. Sorry, Terry.
press the wrong button. If
And,
he's on the phone, if you're on the phone doing StreamYards, it's very
Oh,
easy to
yeah.
press the wrong. That's why Doug always
He'll
gets
come back.
knocked out.
Come back, Terry.
Come back, Terry.
and you naughty boy.
Yeah, naughty, very
Yeah,
naughty.
Naughty.
He's very
And,
naughty.
y'all talking about naughty.
Naughty.
Yeah, I went.
Just hang on for a minute.
Yeah, after both the
Still here,
doctors looked at my eyes, they didn't say anything about bifocals. Someone out, this kid told me he's out there trying to sell me these different frames of glasses and all this stuff. And he said, "Well, how would you like your bifocals, lined or unlined?" I said, "Who the hell said anything about any damn bifocals?" I was like, "Wow, okay." I said, you need to ease a man
You
in.
need bifocals, man. You want them lined or progressive? They call them progressive, where you don't see the lines in them.
I always like that line in Sex and the City when Samantha goes, these can get old, but this never can.
Cannot. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Come back.
Which one was
to
Samantha? Was that
Kim Cattrall?
Oh, Kim Cattrall.
She was the one that had a lot of male friends, to say it nicely, to clean it up.
She was
I
great.
had a little chubby for her ever since I saw her in Porky's.
Oh, Porky.
She was a cheerleader in Porky's, and you got to see her butt.
Oh, she was Lassie.
I'm like, oh my God.
You're so naughty, Scotty.
Oh, no, she played Lassie.
And it rhymes.
And everybody couldn't figure out why they called her Lassie for.
Yes.
That's what tells people. You can tell, you can gauge somebody's age by. Somebody said, "Oh, what was the first movie that was like? It was like a rated R movie or whatever that you seen breast in." I said, not to age myself. I said, but it's Cheech and Chong. I said, I still have a really soft spot in my heart for any Cheech and Chong movie. The right boy at 14.
I like Cheech and Chong.
Wow, they put that on TV, and it was on a laser disc. I'm like, nice. Wow, okay. He says, "Oh, Robert Pitt says
here,
link again."
Here, Terry, I'm going to just paste it in the chat room for you.
Good luck with that.
There it is.
My first, was 9.5 weeks.
Oh yeah.
And that remains one of my favorite.
And you can leave your hat on.
And Kim Basinger, gorgeous.
Oh, Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke. That was the movie that changed my life in so many ways. Let me tell you that.
Really?
But literally, that's another show. But literally, it was a great movie. It was
Terry's back. And that changed my life. I just the other day, I'm looking at my suits for Robertson. I'm over on the closet rod. I'm looking at my suits, and they're lined up. And I said, all I need is the same one for every day of the week, and the same shirt and the same tie for every day of the week, like we had in 9.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it?
So what's going on, Terry?
Oh, nothing much. Just deciding whether I want to go out and split some wood today or not.
Yeah. So, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Yeah.
All night and I work all day. I cut down trees. I eat me lunch and go to the lavatory.
Yeah. You missed your
call from there.
You missed your call in, Scotty, because we know how much you sing.
I should have been a lumberjack. I'm wearing my lumberjack shirt today. I'm wearing my lime green lumberjack shirt today.
Should have been a singer.
Yeah.
It should have been. Yeah.
Oh,
but don't you believe that, like,
I could have been something.
It's 9.5 weeks was such a, when that movie come out, like, I thought it was just a love affair, movie, and I went with my boyfriend. I was 16 at the time, and I kind of remember going,
oh my God, yeah.
But now it's a classic, because if you think of 50 Shades of Grey that come out, it was like,
well, 9.5 weeks is better than 50 Shades of Grey, which I never saw. So I'm commenting from ignorance.
But then they run that series into the ground. The first one was a bit edgy, but after it was like 50 Shades Darker and all this, and
Terry, what'd you think of Kim Basinger? She was Basinger or Basinger, whichever she was. You don't see much from her anymore. She just gone off the scene these days.
Well, that's not a bad marriage to Alex.
Yeah.
Do you?
To who?
Yeah, she was a hot number back then, a while back.
Holy cats. I got a picture. I have an autographed picture of her from,
beautiful.
I think it was from 9.5 weeks. She's standing kind of in this dark lighting and she's looking off. She's leaning on a door frame or something like this, kind of looking. And she's in that silk, what do you call those? Nightie, not a nightie. A silk, sheer silk thing. And it's like, holy cats.
She is sexy.
Wendy ought to know those kind of things.
Yeah, what do you call those?
90s.
Oh, she currently works in environmental causes, says Mir Major. I thought I heard something about her name more recent days, and I didn't think it was in connection with that or some production or something. Maybe not.
What was that? What was the other one that they had in the movie where he broke out of prison or whatever? Welch, Raquel Welch.
Oh, Raquel Welch. You're talking
Oh.
way back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine
Yeah.
looking woman. Fine.
Back, well, a lot of the actors, you don't see them hardly anymore. I was looking at a list of actors they put on the shit list, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she was conservative or something.
Patrick
You know?
Swayze.
Well,
Now you're talking. Like Patrick Swayze was my teenage crush. I absolutely adored almost every movie. Next to Kin, Dirty Dancing, Point Break, City. Was it City of Joy? And there was another one he did, Roadhouse. I mean, come on,
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Sam Elliott said, "I thought you'd be bigger in
Yeah.
your life. Thought you'd be bigger."
Sam Elliott. Oh my God, that man was hot and still is. That man
Still is for an old guy.
Sam Elliott. Well, you know what they say, Scotty? Many a good tune played on an old fiddle.
Yeah, but you know, I started worrying about
Strike
going,
it up.
and you know, when I
Strike
started
up the band.
when I started worrying about going gray and these women and I, you know, and Wendy, you know, she teaches me a lot about. She said, "You're surrounded by all these women that, you know, just like Michael this, Michael fix this, Michael fix that." But I told her, I said, you know, at the end of the day, that makes me feel good. They know I'm not going to say anything indecent or do or whatever, you know. And I told him, I said, it's almost like what is it? They used to say rent a man or whatever. Like, oh, I need my yard done.
Rent a man.
Yeah. It's like the benefits of having a man around without.
With all the crap. Yeah.
The crap. And like I said, you know, and I tell him, you know, my neighbor, she's a trip. Some days she's the sweetest sugar, and other days she's hateful, and you have to call her back sometimes. Like, really?
Bipolar.
Yeah.
Just call her Sybil.
Yeah, and separate. Yeah, and I'm like, but she told me one day we had flipped something up, and she said, you know, and she's in her 60s, and she's like, I said, oh, there's Sam Elliott. She said, oh, I just love him, and it looked like this old woman just melted when Sam Elliott came on the screen. I'm like, what? Is that what does it for you? Okay. But you know, it's from like 18 to 88. You know, all these women love Sam Elliott, even when he ages with
He's lovely.
him and the voice and the mustache. He goes.
But it's like Scotty's got his posse. I mean, like we've seen the show.
I've got my what?
Posse.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought I heard something else, another word, but
now what are you talking about?
I wasn't
Wow,
gonna say
that's very
anything.
forward, Wendy.
Get
I was
your
keeping quiet there.
Out of the gutter. Honestly, pair of you. Terry, I can do better. Yeah.
I thought it was a bad word.
Peter
Oh,
Griffin.
she's an
Oh,
alternate.
Posse's.
okay.
You've got your groupies, Scotty, because they all come up. You know they do.
Yes. I got it now. It clicked. It had to click for a moment there.
I don't know.
What is she asking? That's very forward on air.
Too early in the morning to be thinking like that. You gotta wait till later on in the day.
That's right. And so says the New Orleans Saint symbol.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I don't know. Ask Scotty what happens when you don't see photo or the profile pictures when they're really, really small. Then next thing you know, they pop up on camera and they're like,
yeah.
it's like, whoop. It's like,
That's from, I swear, Amanda from Australia, who I've known for a few years. That picture was up and it had. I thought she was wearing a pink tank top in her little
Santa Claus.
And when it blew up, when I did this, when I brought her up like this, and you saw it a little bigger, I went, "That's not a tank top. She's topless, and she's got the little cartoon hearts, you know, from whatever." And so,
Hello.
she would neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. It was like, Amanda, I have a question for
It
you.
was like that. It was.
I don't know what the question is, but I'm gonna ramble for a while until I can think of one.
Yeah. So you don't mind if we leave this picture up, do you?
Yeah.
All
Let's
the
just
men need
leave
to
this
find
up
their
for a
price.
while.
Yeah. Fleur de lis supposed to be good luck. That's the Saints emblem.
Yeah.
Fleur de lis is French. It's supposed to be good luck.
Totally.
We got
I guess you're a saint.
Yeah, there it is.
we got accused of that, and as I said, flirting is free and it's good for you.
It is.
What is free?
Flirting.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
we got
Flirting.
accused of doing it, right? And I said yes, but flirting is free and it's good for you. It's good for the endorphins.
It is. It's good for the soul.
Yeah. Gotta listen to these words close.
Never too early in the day, if that's what she's talking about, Mir.
No,
It's never too early for flirting or for Patrick Swayze. Like,
No.
see, out of
Patrick.
context.
One of my
Probably never
favorites.
too early to be talking dirty.
Yeah, well,
That's right. That's right.
Here comes the man, the legend, the one and only. KB Ballos.
I think he's coming in. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Look at that.
He's got his hat on.
He's in his Aussie hat.
Aussie.
See, it's up with the one side.
Sunglasses.
I'm an Aussie explorer, I am.
Can you
Crikey.
really do look like a man of, international mystery now?
Yeah.
That's
Are
right.
you, are you gonna go grab the kangaroos by the tail?
Here, we gotta bring him up a little bit.
Yeah,
See that? Look at that style.
Nike, got the Nike going.
I'm gonna go out and wrestle me some crocodiles.
Like,
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
I'm gonna show off all them Sheilas. Crikey.
Crikey. Yeah.
We look pretty cool.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
Glad to
Feeling
be on.
better? You feeling better this morning, KB?
Well, let's stop by for a few minutes to say hi to everybody.
Right on.
You should put him in the middle of all of us.
Yeah.
I can't really unless I remove somebody. Field guy,
I
don't
can-
take offense. I'm going to remove you for a second, and I'll
Go
bring you
ahead.
right back in.
No.
Well, he's in the middle of the bottom row.
No, see now we're all homage to you, like the Brady Bunch.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need
Brady
3 more spots
Bunch.
for that.
Below me.
Look at them shades.
Yeah.
I wish I had a pair of sunglasses.
The
Like
aviator.
Kenny Ballos.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today, KB?
I'm feeling good. Feeling real good.
Good.
I'm feeling good. Yeah,
We
feeling
like
good.
Looks like it's nice out there.
Gorgeous. It's gonna be
Nice.
90 today.
How much?
90.
90.
Hey.
That's
Oh,
where we were last week. It's we got rain and snow this morning. So
Where's that killer dog at this morning?
What about here somewhere?
running around the house.
no.
It's-
The yard,
it's
I
not-
mean.
The garden.
So what do you think of the bigger StreamYard, KB? Do you think you can do it? You're going to use
Yeah,
it?
StreamYard.
Say it again.
Are you going to use the StreamYard? Are you going to do
We got to
that?
get you up to snuff. This is
Yeah.
all on StreamYard this morning.
Yeah, maybe we could do it sometime today.
Yeah.
Guess what?
I'll be around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could even add more. We can add up to 9 people. Somebody else call in just to come on screen. We're gonna
StreamYard
Oh,
is
okay.
pretty
we can
easy
load
once
into
you
the
first get it.
chat this
That's
morning.
right. Yeah.
Once you first learn StreamYards, it's pretty easy. It took me a minute, but I mean, it's not that hard to learn it. You know.
Yeah, it took me a while to learn all the ins and outs of it, but
Yeah.
there's still it's got some things I don't like. I can't fade my if I have a like this morning we played "It's a Beautiful Morning," with the banner, and we just played it, and then it fades to black, and boom, and then I'm on.
Yeah.
I want it to fade, and I want them to crossfade, but it doesn't do that. So there's a limitation there. You can now. There's a new feature that you can play music underneath those, so you can have a track of music that you bring up, and you can have it play and then fade out, or it starts fading in at the end of the show and builds up, stuff like that. I haven't used that yet, but so there's a couple little tricks of things to be able to use.
They're always updating, but I think it's the best of all the streaming platforms out there.
It really is. I really enjoy it, and I've been using it for 2 years now. So it was
think
Field
so.
Guy that turned me on to StreamYard. So,
Yeah, I use the free version though. I don't pay for it.
but
'Cause you
yeah,
get
this
20
is I think I'm on the $29 a month version, but right now that's what I was paying, but right now my radio station pays for it, so that's good.
There's Vampire over there. He's
Yeah. There's a,
radio. Pay for mine too.
What's that, Field Guy?
I said radio. Pay for that. Pay for mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get
Well, I
on
used-
with the show. You got to talk to him.
I used the free one because you get 20 free hours. So I use that.
Yeah.
And then I have a backup stream thing I use too. When I lose the 20 free hours, because it resets on the 4th, then I use Restream, which is free all the time. But that's a little bit different than StreamYards.
Right.
It's almost the same, but it's a little bit.
Well, you should talk to Russ Hesledge. He is the owner of Subspace Odyssey Radio. And we're not broadcasting on the radio, but you can find us over on their streams right now. Here's Valerie. Let's add Valerie in. Boom. How you doing, Val?
Oh, there she is.
So how's it going this morning?
A little better since I've had coffee.
Oh, that's good.
Just a little better.
Look, we got 7 people on right now.
I know. Look at this, KB. It's a real party.
Yeah.
Man, you look like you're relaxing over there on the front deck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Carlene said, could you put the link up or something as well?
Oh, we lost Val.
Yeah.
Did she exit?
She has spotty.
Oh, hell. What's that? Somebody's.
Carlene,
There you go. Call it Rants and Conspiracy Theories of Field Guy.
I have enough of them. I have enough to fill an hour up. Trust me.
I'd like to call it. You've all heard of the old magazine Field and Stream?
Yeah.
We got to do something with Field Guy on that. Field and Stream of Consciousness.
Sure, as long as it don't get me sued, or if there's a way where I can make money. See, I'm trying to get Elvis. Elvis told me I would have 10,000 subscribers and all of these people watching. I said, Elvis, you got to go out there and promote for me. Come on now. You got to go out there and show, like everybody, like, when I'm at lunch, I've already put in, I've done it with certain people, but last week when I was at work, Tuesday when I was at work, I was playing y'all stream on my phone, checking out people. And they were like, what are you listening to? And I said, a podcast, Scotty and Wendy. I said, you should go on this channel. I think 1 or 2 did check it out. But because they were like listening, they were like, are you listening to murder? My boss likes murder mysteries. So I said, hey, check this channel out. So I'm just I'm trying to promote you.
That there's a little podcast that I listen to. If any of you have watched some of the paranormal shows, how do you spell weirdo? E-I or I-E? Weirdo. I think it's good both ways. Yeah, What's Up Weirdo? What'sUpWeirdo.com is there. Yeah, there it is. John Tenney is a paranormal investigator. He's had a show of his own. I would describe him as an intellectual. And he does this paranormal. He's on the other shows, like he's been on with Nick Groff. He's been on with Amy Bruni and Adam Berry on what's the one? Kindred Spirits. He's been around for years. He used to wear a trench coat and a white shirt and a little tie. Looked very Constantine. But he's that kind of no frills, kind of intelligent approach to things. But he's got this show with a good friend of his, a woman friend. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. But I've been listening to it as I do work for months now. It's called What's Up, Weirdo? And it's for weird people, he says, and I'm going to just promote that because I think it's a fun show. There's the I put the wrong thing in. That's my StreamYard again. So if you want to call in, there's that. But,
I actually want to see if Elvis could. I mean, like we've got Elvis with us, so he could come on, right?
Yeah.
Elvis, you should come on.
Exactly.
He might not have his blue suede shoes on this morning.
That'll never happen. He never comes on my streams.
What's Up Weirdo? Go check him out. Oh, he's back.
Elvis is in Graceland. He's dancing on the second floor, like the Tom Cruise scene in Risky Business. That's what Elvis does.
Oh, why is that not working? An error occurred. Wait a
Sorry,
moment.
my mama called.
That's okay.
Yeah, when you're on your cell phone on StreamYards, it's very easy to press a button and get kicked out.
Yeah, my mama called me. So
I've done it.
Yeah.
It's quite the party.
Yeah.
It is. Look at that.
Well, my phone keeps ringing. That they keep saying, well, you need to confirm your doctor's appointment. How many times did I confirm it?
Tell them you're still alive.
Yeah.
Why is the link is not going in here? I'm going to do this. Let's try this a different way.
How do you see the comments while you're on here?
I'll show you.
Comments.
Hang on a second.
You see where it says private chat and comments and
Here, watch
StreamYard?
this. Watch
comments.
this.
They'll pop up.
I am going to share my screen with you all. Share screen. We're going to say the entire screen.
Careful there.
Make sure I don't have all my porn up. Okay, porn's all down.
Wait, it's not coming on
out of
this
all
time.
of it, right?
Okay.
Oh, where we go?
Now, you guys see that? You're seeing kind of a moire effect. Not moire, just that stepped effect. It goes off into the distance. Yeah. But there is my is that my phone? No. But there is you see when you pull in something like sharing the screen or an image, we all stack up over here on the left, and then this is the screen. This is my window for StreamYard. Now you see over here, here's the chat right there. And that chat comes up. It shows all the so I can scroll back. We can look at all the stream, all the chatting. You can see that going on. Sorry, that's a little distracting with that double view through the window here. But then you can go over here. If I want, I can go out of the chat. I go to my banners, things like this. See, I click that on. We can go to my brand, which is all my different, like this is for Intrepid Radio. We got this for Robertson down at the bottom. Sunday morning. We got the KB header right there. That goes along the bottom. And these are all my videos for all my openings for all the different shows. Stuff like that. You can go over here. There's private chat. We got banners. Yeah, we got the comments and blah, blah, blah. So that's basically what you get. And when you come in, that's what it looks like. I can take, let's see. Yeah, there's Wendy. Boom.
Boom.
Here's Terry. Bring up Terry Pitts.
Boom.
There he is. And see, when somebody calls in, if you look down here at the bottom, these are all our live callers right here. And when somebody comes in, the next window will appear here, but they're a little grayed out, so you know they're not online with you yet. And then I can just add your subtract. Here, I'm going to practice with Field Guy. I remove him from the, and see, so that's what it looks like. Or I add him back in. And,
Hey, I'm back. Look at that.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's StreamYard.
Because that's what we're going
So
to
it's that easy to use.
The show.
So how do you add the people so you can see who's online? It's like chat. Do you hit chat?
Chat's
See-
right over on the side.
Oh, okay.
So
See,
here.
on mine, you all are on the top. Then there's a picture of me down here, and it says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you, but I can't see the comment.
Here, if you see,
Yeah.
you can't see them on your phone. You know what happens on my phone when I tune it in is those comments scroll up. You see the pictures of whoever's talking, and then on the bottom it scrolls up with an invisible background, and it scrolls right over everything. And half the time you can't read it very well. The comments. That's in Facebook. Now this right here. Let's see now the chat window. If you're in, well, this is my chat window. Oops. This is my chat window. If I go over to YouTube here and I go to, now here's my YouTube window, and I go over to my channel, which is right here. There's my YouTube channel. There it is. That's how my, and you can see my chats over here in YouTube. Oh, I got to turn off the sound.
You'll get the echo effect.
I'm getting feedback now. There you go. So there's my YouTube channel. And you can see I have the chat over here, and I can scroll through the chat over on YouTube. It picks up because I connect to YouTube and Facebook through my StreamYard. So let's get rid of that.
I think you can go up to like
Turn
8
that off.
different devices on StreamYard. It's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook,
do all of them.
I do Twitter, I do Facebook. There's What's Up Weirdo. That's John Tenney. John Tenney and can't think of her name.
The hot chick.
Jessica Nepic. Yeah, she is. I think she's a tattooist, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, you should go check out their show. That's fun. What's Up Weirdo? Go look it up.
What's Up Weirdo?
It's a lot of fun. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen. There
That's what we'll be using, Val, when we do the show, right? Because that's what we've each got to learn how to use this, because whoever's doing the show that week is doing it.
Because see, I can see all of you all, but on the bottom, I can see another picture of me.
She's back.
I can see another picture of me on the bottom, but then it just says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Right.
But I can't read what everybody's saying.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I think when you're a guest in the show, you can't see. You got to have another window open for the chat.
Oh, okay.
No, you can see it. I don't know how about the phone, but on the thing, because I can see it on StreamYard. It says private chat, and then you hit comments, and then you can see everybody's just like on
hit
YouTube.
the little comments button up at the top.
Like when Scotty posts one thing, it'll say Odyssey subspace Scotty Intrepid.
I mean, it did, but it when I hit comments, it completely covers the whole screen.
Yeah,
so I have to click out of it to see you all.
It's way different on the phone. I haven't done it on the phone yet, but it's way different.
Elvis has his blue suede undies on today.
Does he?
He's doing that Tom Cruise scene in Risky Business.
Is he 60s Elvis today, or is he 70s Elvis today? Because it's a difference.
Cannot get the live chat on YouTube. It should appear right to the right of the window, or however you're oriented, Carlene.
Top chat, live chat, boom. It's just right there.
Yep. Wherever you have your chat showing up, left, right, top, bottom, you might have to orient it on your page. But the live chat will show up on YouTube.
All right. So the question of the day is: have you seen?
Oh, Kenny's gone.
The season finale.
He's back.
The Picard
right there.
I have not.
No, don't tell us.
I will be watching that.
What's the name?
Was it good?
No.
Was it good, Michael? As good as I anticipate?
Oh yeah, and like I said, this morning when you called me and I told her, I said, I want to tell you all about it, but you haven't saw it yet. I said it's kind of anticlimactic.
Don't tell me. I want to watch it. I'm going to watch it tonight.
They kind of sew it up at the end.
Yep.
It had me in tears. I was sitting here crying as a Star Trek fan saying,
yeah.
I was crying last week when they were all on the Enterprise.
And they all walked onto the Enterprise. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm crying because.
Which show are we talking about?
Star Trek Picard.
Oh,
it's the third season, and from all corners out there, Star Trek people and non-Star. Well, people that aren't as invested in it. Everybody's saying it's the best season of New Trek meaning from Next Generation and forward that's ever been produced. And
does he get knocked off? Is that what happens?
Kenny's here. Now he's here.
We don't know.
Oh, Val got knocked off. There we go. So if you want to watch a good show,
go off the highlights real quick.
And by the way, you don't need to see the first 2 seasons of Picard if you haven't seen them before to watch the third. It's a pretty good standalone.
I saw the first 2. I'm waiting until I get a free week of Paramount, like I did with the first 2 weeks. When I get a free,
I got to tell you, Picard is the third season. Worth
Brilliant.
watching.
It's really good.
Unbelievable.
Now, does he get knocked off or what?
Can't say.
Val's trying to
what?
Is that Terry that wants to know?
Can't say.
Yeah, I want to know.
Oh, you can't tell us, Terry.
I don't think so.
Now. Really naughty. Seriously.
Oh.
I want to know. I'm going to watch it.
What did I do to be naughty?
You know what you did.
Looking for spoilers.
I haven't Spoilers. Seriously, spoilers. We
They have
we
Val,
clips
are
of
you
it.
there?
They have clips on YouTube of it.
but we don't get it in the UK till Friday.
Nothing Val is there.
Today, you get it today.
I apologize.
Because I get it a day early.
Let's see what Carlene.
I don't
is
have
sending me a
Paramount, so
screenshot.
I can't see it, I guess.
Carly said she's trying to come in, but it's
One
not.
coffee with KB live YouTube.
Well, if Valve wants to come in, I can go out if she needs to.
We got room.
She's just saying she can't get in easily.
Oh, she's on her phone. I think you have to hit. Isn't there a little button? Hit the more button.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll drop you down and you'll see the chat.
Continue as.
It's got Scotty Roberts down below. If you scroll down further, Carlene, on your phone, you're going to see a chat button. There's always a chat room or what do they call it? Audio or.
Val's in darkness. We can't see Val at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think she's actually connected.
Yeah, like I said, her internet service over there is just horrific. That's how come she does her show from her car. Is so she can get outside and inside. But I will give one hit. I think Scotty was right on the button when he said they don't build all of them sets for no reason.
Right.
And
they're going to make money out of it. Let's be honest. If they bring a season or a spin-off, they're going to bring money in for it. And
the thing about the shows like Star Trek, they won't make much money on it if they disappoint the fans. No. So it better be good. If they're going to do a new series, a spin-off series, like I said from the beginning, I think they'll probably take 7 of 9 and make her the captain of the Titan. I think that's what's going to happen.
I'd watch that.
I would too.
I know Michael is dying to tell us, and I'm like, don't you dare!
Don't tell us.
Don't you dare!
Don't say a word.
Mikey, tell me now.
I already know, and it's like,
say it backwards. We don't understand.
Shut up over there.
Yep, la 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 la.
I'm sorry, Michael. What were you saying? Oh, he disappeared. There we go.
You're in the naughty room now. Like, behave.
Yeah, it's like
that's right.
Like I said,
We've got to wait till tonight. It's like,
That's one thing. Might go to the movie. My son will go to the movie. Come back and tell me about it. I don't need to go see it. So if you could tell me about it, I'll watch.
Yeah, it's like, don't tell me. I want to go see that.
But on a positive note, John Wick 4 or 5, whatever it is, will be out pretty soon.
That's what I've heard. Indiana Jones, the new movie, is coming out in June. Looking forward to that.
That I can understand because it's like him older. But how many times can John Wick go out and do the same kind of thing?
As much as people
killed like 47 people
exactly.
in the last movie.
And it's a bit like, what's that other one with the cars?
Fast and Furious. They're like up to 10, I think. As long as people go out and watch it, they're going to keep making it. If it keeps making a lot of money.
People are paying for that ticket, they'll keep making them.
I know.
I mean, when Paul Walker died, Vin Diesel carried that series. And, I mean, long as Vin Diesel's still around, because I think he's like executive producer now or something.
You don't see him in anything else, though, do you really?
Well, no, he gets paid like $2 trillion to do do
Vin Diesel is also good in the Riddick movies.
Oh, yeah. I like him better.
Science fiction.
John Wick 59, that's right.
Did you know that Vin Diesel was the voice of the Iron Giant in that animated film that came out in 2000?
Yeah.
I heard of that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You haven't seen that, Field Guy?
I haven't seen it, but I heard about it.
Oh, look up the Iron Giant. Fantastic movie for an animated film. Really good. It's good for kids, and it's good for. It takes place, during the era of Sputnik. Was Sputnik? Is it 49 or 59 when that movie?
Sputnik was launched in 61.
So it was 59.
Yeah.
1959, I think they started talking about. That's when the movie's supposed to take place.
What do we think about yesterday's rocket? Rocket that or it didn't go
Part
up.
of the process, part of the learning process. I'd just be
Move on.
glad I wasn't on it.
Mm-hmm.
They spend $1 billion on a rocket and it goes poof. Oh well,
Yep.
let's spend another $1 billion. I wish
It
I had
happened
$1
to
billion to
NASA.
spend on a
It's
throwaway
happened to
rocket.
NASA more than once.
Okay.
Kenny.
I'm going to say this. I saw on the news this morning that Russia's thinking about invading the UK.
Yeah. What do you think
Really?
about that? Russia's thinking about invading the UK.
Oh,
The UK would blast them out of the water.
Well, because we've got so many friends on our side, and the UK
Yeah.
doesn't surrender or give in easily, they probably would meet them in battle. That's the
Well,
thing.
what's their
But
motivation? What are
let's
they
see the-
stating is their just cause to invade the UK?
Putin's power hungry and he wants land. Mm.
I haven't seen that. Is it really? Where did you see that, Kenny?
That was on Newsmax this morning. They talk about one of the reasons is to stop the one world order.
It says here, I'm just looking at headlines. Business Insider. Putin plotting best ways to attack UK by sending spy ships. Moscow, The Independent. Moscow TV presenter says Russia should invade UK. The Guardian. Boris Johnson says Putin claimed he could send missiles to the UK.
Which is really weird that information's coming out, because on Sunday we just happened to have the alert system going to all our mobile phones.
Right.
oh, okay.
Afternoon, right? How convenient that news thing comes out now when they're trying to send all these alerts to all our mobile phones at 3:00 on Sunday. I've actually turned mine off. A lot of people have. Isn't it kind of coincidence when you, oh look, we're sending you an alert, there's something's going to happen, get into your house and stay there. It seems very convenient timing.
It says
Wendy.
a staunch ally of President Vladimir Putin, Vladimir Solovyev, has called for striking the UK Parliament while criticizing the West for supporting Ukraine. What's the problem with striking London? Asked Solovyev, who is a Russian state TV host. He called the UK, France, Germany Nazi states, united by hatred for everything Russian. The statement was made during a show on Moscow's state television, Russia 1. Remember, Moscow has repeatedly accused London of provoking Kiev with arms. I'm sorry, I don't say Kiev. I say Kiev, the way I did my whole life, with the arms aid. The stunning remarks come days after Russia's threatened a bloody harvest in war if the United Kingdom sent fighter jets to Ukraine's battlefield. So, you know what the United States needs to do as an ally of London? Something Joe Biden will never do. We need a president in here that's going to stand up to these guys and say, no, you ain't doing anything like that.
I don't think and I think if they strike the UK, which I doubt very much, but if they did strike it, it would start something so big that that loads of other countries would join in, even though we're not part of Europe anymore.
Yep.
We're still right in the middle between the States and Europe. We're right in the middle, and it's like we've got our fingers in too many pies. But I find that ironic. Almost like 2 days before that emergency alert comes out. We've never had it in the UK before. And now, literally what it is, you go to your settings if you've got an iPhone, and anyone's listening, they don't know how to do it. And you go to your notifications and you scroll all the way down the bottom, and it comes up extreme alerts, severe alerts, and you turn them off. And that way they can't send it to you.
Right. Hey, Carlene.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, all you have to do, go over to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I had to go around Hex Barn. I tried going through your link and I don't know. I guess I'm not that phone etiquette as getting into that.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm going to go see my son-in-law and have him put me a shortcut in there.
All right.
He's an IT guy.
Cool.
No, I'm an IT guy, and it took me a while to figure out StreamYard. I just do it off the laptop now, so I can close everything.
Oh, Valerie's having a tough time with her signal.
It'd be good if I had a laptop, but I don't. It's good to see you today, Ken. I hope you're feeling well.
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Giving us a
Good to
thumbs
see
up.
everybody, actually. But
It is, isn't it? We're like a little family.
there you go.
There you are.
All of a
Look at
sudden,
that.
we're all here at the same time, and usually it's just the four of us. But this is what we've been saying to Ken, like, because so many people want to come on his show, right? And you
Yeah.
know, get so many on. So
Yeah, it makes sense. I was going to come in earlier, but I got to my interview earlier, and they got me in. So now I'm waiting to hear back. And of course, that'll only give me one day a week to watch KB live, KB with coffee. But money's better, and I'm not working nights and weekends and trying to kill myself.
That's right.
That's why I can't watch KB's show. I'm always at work when it comes on. I just happened to be off today because I was supposed to go to the doctor, but they canceled it for my foot. So
we don't take it personally, Fieldy. Honestly, it's like when you come in at the end of the show, it's like, there he is.
Yeah. Well, Tuesdays I'm at work. Just last Tuesday I was watching on my phone, and I was like, well, hell, my boss is off. I'm gonna watch it. And like I said, I was showing all the customers, hey, this, because they were like, what are you watching? I'm like, here you go. That's what I'm watching.
Morning Coffee with KB.
Yeah, I was
What
watching.
You got on there now, KB?
What the heck was I watching? I think I was watching Wendy and your Tuesday show there. And I was in the break room on my break, and my boss says, well, what are you watching? That sounds good. And I showed her the link and stuff, but I haven't seen her pop in. So
Bridgenzie Pond.
They always say
Robertson. Yes, thank you. I had a brain cramp.
It means a lot to us that you guys like it, because we spend a lot of time researching and coming up with the subjects, and a lot of people have. I've actually got a subject waiting in the wings, but Scotty and I have touched a lot of relationship stuff, and we were like, maybe we'll just take a little break for a while and do a few things. But then so many people have been sending me, Wendy, you've got to cover this.
Where's
on
the
your
relationship
show.
stuff this
Why
week?
are you not doing the relationship stuff? And I'm like, well, now I've got Wicked Women coming up, so I've got to juggle the two shows, as in like that's a woman thing, or maybe covered there. So it's going to be interesting.
That's going to be Wendy and Val and my wife Rainey.
Yeah.
I don't care what the topic is. I'm watching it automatically. How does that matter?
We all know why.
Buttermilk biscuit.
Because he likes women talk.
No, he just likes looking at nice-looking women. Let's admit it.
That show's going to be popular, though. I'm telling you.
Yes, for sure.
Hey, Al Bundy covered it right. He said, good-looking beer or good-looking women sell beer. Ugly women make you drink beer.
There you go.
So either way.
Yeah.
Well, all being well, we should be coming live to you next Sunday. I think that's April the 30th, I believe.
What time?
Valerie,
I can't give you the time yet because we actually don't know. But it's
Oh.
here comes my other WW coming.
I hope it's during the day.
It's going to be around your sort of late afternoon, early evening. It'll be my nighttime, but your daytime.
I guess I'll have to miss a few of my races, but I can do both.
Your races? You're a gambler on the horses?
Yeah.
No, my NASCAR.
NASCAR.
I'm one of those crazy NASCAR women.
You know, I used to watch every race.
I used to, Mike. Whoops. Sorry, Ken.
I quit watching NASCAR when they banned the Confederate flag.
Yeah.
That's when I quit watching.
Yeah.
NASCAR's not about politics. It's not supposed to be.
Yes. Yeah.
They made it. It was
So
so when
you
they
focus
banned
on running races.
I was done. I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I agree there, KB. Definitely.
Just saying.
Yeah.
We got some good young guys coming up that are actually making quite a commotion in NASCAR, so it should get interesting.
But right now they're talking about a NASCAR split.
Hey, Daniel.
NASCAR split. Oh God, they're going to ruin it now. They better not ruin it before I get to Dover.
Oh, they've already ruined NASCAR, Arlene. Like I said, Bristol. I used to watch the trucks.
Yeah.
The little cars, the Xfinity. Then we'd go down, and it was a whole weekend for a smaller city, smaller track. You know.
Yeah.
it was the whole party atmosphere. But anymore, used to Bristol sold out. It was 20 years waiting for a ticket. You really get to your kids.
Who'd we
And
lose?
now there's only half the track. You know, they got half the seats.
Where you going?
And but all this political you talk
Oh,
about,
yeah.
You get the one off mine? Okay.
I don't watch football. I don't watch this because I don't
Yeah.
need somebody who's a trained
Yeah, go ahead. Get the one of
foreman
them.
telling me how to vote. If I don't know how to vote, by the time I watch NASCAR, the NFL, or any of that, I don't need anybody else's help.
Yeah.
I'm like Mike. I don't watch football. I don't watch college ball. You disrespect the American soldiers.
Yep.
Screw you. I don't watch football
Yeah.
at all.
No, and
Yes, Val, I did. Thank you. I've still got to watch it. I watched a bit of it. What I was going to say to you, Scotty, before you put that thing on me, completely lost my train of thought. You can put it off now. I think I hate you.
I was focusing on you because you're talking. But
Colleen, the other day, like, funny, while I remember that quickly, thank you for the lovely comment you said about my webpage. I appreciate that. And yes, he did. You know, the guy who owned the Impala did go to NASCAR, and he did all that. So I was that's why I put a tribute up about him. Because
Yeah. Yeah. I said I haven't watched them all, but it's like my husband and I were sitting and watching it. Sorry, drooling over the car. I'm like, yeah, I could use one of those.
Yeah, no, Scotty's working on the logo. I've got the music, and I'm going to send it over to Val and see what she thinks. But the logo looks fun. I think by the time Scotty's twiddled it, it already looks lovely. But from what I saw, it looks really good.
all right.
My husband said his father had one a year older than yours or younger. A year older than yours, but it was red. I'm like, no, those need to be black.
Yeah. I had a 78 Chevy Impala, right?
Yep.
60, 68. Yeah, they didn't. The 66 was what I didn't like about the 65 and 66. They had the different lights on the back, right? And when they go to the 67,
They have the different lights
yeah,
on the back.
Yeah.
I think the light was a 68.
No, okay, yeah. His dad's was a 68, and he said, yeah, the lights were different.
See, I don't know nothing like that. Once I see it, I'll go, oh, okay, I can see that those lights are different.
Yeah.
I'm not enough into cars to know a lot of those details. So.
Oh, I seen a picture of the hood of the Impala where the guy's working on it, and I was like, I'm going to break into the country and have a stiff, harsh word with him. You don't do that to the Huntress. And then he was talking all these circles or whatever, and I told Wendy, I'm like, you need to tell this guy you have a classic car guy here that has worked on Corvettes, Impalas, and all this stuff, and
to his thing though, he does own 70, and
I'm saying,
but it's different,
Yes.
Hey, what did I tell you? There's certain religions that says if you do this or this, you get 72 or something. Just because you own 70 or something don't mean you know what to do with it.
I didn't think she was going to have any work done to her. I honestly thought when I put her in, she was just going to have service, MOT, and the bonnet was the only thing, and the door was to be done. And then he was like, this is the reason why. And there was just this hole, and I was like, oh my God. So more money. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I'm on the street singing with Henry, trying to earn some pennies.
Nice.
Yeah, Lord. I thought we had panhandlers here, but I guess panhandlers are worldwide. Because I was talking to Wendy yesterday, and she came out and she said the one guy had always hit her up for money, and then she'd always told him no. So he sent his friend over and said, you're a beautiful lady. Could you spare 80 pence or something?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so you got druggy, panhandlers like, hey, homeless vet, help me. But the one thing that I will give NASCAR, the lady was doing an interview on Veterans Day, and the guy, was just basically stolen valor, and she said, I am a Marine Corps vet, and this interview is done. You're full of shit. And he's like, and she asked him the same three questions any veteran will ask, somebody says they are. what was your MOS, and where was you stationed, and all that stuff, and who can get your NEO.
That's one of the. Sorry, Michael. I hate to interrupt. That sorry. Just telling Wendy. That's just one of the. I got like a dozen different versions that we
That
did.
is really different to the one that I have. Like all that, you can see the wheels and everything underneath that one. I don't have that one.
Yeah,
It looks like Supernatural's car.
it is. That's what her car is.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Michael. I hated to
Have you
step
got,
over
have you
what
got
you
a
were saying.
photograph, Scotty, you can put up of my one?
Yeah, I'll find it. Here, I'll take this down.
He's got all
and
these
I'll go find it.
tweetings back there, and no, what it was yesterday. I live above a corner shop, and there was a couple of guys that were out there looking for their dealers, and they're asking people for money as you go out. And I had Henry. I was trying to put the rubbish out, and this one of the guy knows better to ask me because he's asked me before, and I just say no, I don't. And then this other dude come around, and he's like, "Hi," like this, "Hi, God, you're really gorgeous." But apart from that, apart from being so gorgeous, he goes, "You haven't got ATP, have you, to give me?" And I looked at him and I went, "No, I don't. And if I did, I'd be keeping it." And he went, "God, you're really gorgeous." And I went, "Still not getting 80p." And I went out and going, and I just thought, God, I'm leaving my front door. And they're just, in the summertime, it's even worse. And the police know they're outside. They know they're there. And they move them on from time to time, but they're everywhere, right?
Yes. Now, here's a photo of your car. It's one of the first versions of the logo that I did. Let's see.
Oh, she's also featured in the logo with you and Scotty for Robert Thompson. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Wendy driving, Scotty hanging on top.
Oh, yeah.
I put my head out the window. Yeah.
That's right.
That's it.
I'm like, let me in. You forgot me on the roof.
Yeah.
That's Wendy's car. That's one of the early ones we did.
That's one of the early pictures before we changed the.
And I think I just happened to flash by one other photo that we had here. It's just a photo of the car. I do believe this is your. Oh, why is it not?
Is it the new version or the old version? Because that's the old version.
This is the old logo. That was one of the original ones I did, and we kept developing it from there. Let's see. Oops, that's what I did wrong. I hit video. Let's see. I got this one too. Upload a file. Here it is. All right. As soon as this loads in, I'll load it up. But that is Wendy's car right there.
Oh, okay.
In that picture.
Without the bonnet, obviously previous bonnet on it, yes. But we just got the blue underneath. So I guess she was a second bonnet put on it. There she is, yeah.
Tell them that they can go to her YouTube channel. The Huntress has
that's the same picture,
and you can watch the journey of.
What happened to the hood?
Yeah, the Dark Huntress.
Yeah, the bonnet on obviously the hood. Right in the middle, there was a bit of rust, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then he had, we found there was a hole in it. He stripped it down and discovered it's actually another hood that's been put on it at some time, because the car's actually black to begin with, but I guess they had a second bonnet put on it.
The heat from small blocks concentrates in the center of the hood, and that's what caused degradation of the hoods.
Well, one day maybe she'll find our way back to the United States, eh? But right now,
no, you're going to need to keep that car forever.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see you when you're 84 driving that car.
Like Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
That's what I told her. She's talking about the time difference. I said, that can be fixed. And like I said, but shipping the car over is probably going to be cheaper than shipping the car back.
Yeah.
It wasn't expensive to bring it over from Alabama. It was about $2,500 to bring her in.
And
just a spot in the
really, but I
cargo
actually
bay.
rang up this company and said, "I've never done this before. Could you help me?" And they said, "Yep. Tell us what you want to do." And they did everything, and they just got hold of the guy, and they sent me videos and pictures of it all along the way of when they picked it up until it was on the the big, what do they call those?
Container ships.
Containers, yeah. And they said, do you want it on its own or do you want it with other cars? And I just said, look, put it in with other cars because it's probably safe, like, going in and wedged in. And they did. And she came over and then we had to pay £500 tax or whatever it was to bring her in. And that was it. Done.
Nice.
She's worth, I mean, like, I bought her for about £12,000. But she's probably worth between 35,000 upward now, because all the work we've had done on her, and they're so rare. They're becoming rarer and rarer, and it breaks my heart to think of selling her. But she's constantly maintaining. That's what I'm saying. I mean, between Henry and the car, I need to go start singing on the corner.
Tell them how many Impalas is in the UK. What is it?
Well, we worked out there's not many. There's really not many. There's probably just around about a handful. And so there's not that many here at all. And I'm the only supernatural tribute car for hire in the UK. There is no other one, just mine. And I've just had offers from Scotland to Wales, Northern Ireland, down to Cornwall, Yorkshire, Liverpool. And I'm like, do you know how much it's going to cost me to bring that car up? And they're like, some of them are like, we'll pay. And you're like, okay. So, and then we're just doing a convention next month for Supernatural. So that's exciting. I'm really excited about that. But it's constant work, right? You don't get a car like that and go, I don't need to do anything. I mean, Kenny knows because he's got his Mustang, right, as well. Like you've got to keep on and look after it. Oh, yeah. Isn't that right, Kenny?
Yeah.
He'd like to see his little red Mustang next to your black Impala.
Yeah. Yeah, she lost a badge off of the 327 badge.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. And I made some phone calls, and one of the Corvette guys here, I told him, I said, this is what I'm looking for. He said, Mike, go to this guy, and I sent her the link, and it took me all of 20 minutes to find you your badge.
I need a 327 for a logo because somebody took it off. But it's really funny over here because when you're driving it, the traffic goes, I'm not arguing with her, and they just move out.
Nice.
To let you pass. But when I'm driving a normal car, they really don't care. Like they're just coming at you. But with that one, she's because of the metal and everything as well, she'll just plow through them.
How's it feel driving on the left side? You're having your steering column on the left side when you're driving down the left side of the road.
First time I did it, I was like this.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God. And I was really, really scared. I'm not going to lie. I was really nervous because she's 6 foot and 17.5 foot long. So she's enormous. And when you're turning around the corner, because our roads are really small, right?
Yes.
You've got to be really careful that when you're bringing her around, you're not going to, because we park our cars right up to the curb, or they're half on the curb, half off. So as you come round, you've got to make sure that you've cleared it enough. But now I don't think anything of it. But I still find reversing her difficult because it's blind. You're reversing her blind. You cannot see out of those windows, and those little mirrors, rubbish. Can't see anything.
Speaking of driving it like that, there was a good video. She always talks about Mark, and she does the other podcast with whatever. There's a video that Mark shot, and when I first watched it, which Mark hams it up a lot, but you can see this man had total fear in his eyes because he's over here, oncoming traffic's coming towards the passenger side.
He was terrified. He was
and he's got his arm behind you on the seat, and you can see him putting finger indentions into the seat, and he's just like, because you see these other cars coming by, and they're like whipping, and they're used to being able to drive. He's over here so he can gauge how close he is to the other cars, and I guess he thought the cars that was passing was a little closer than what he was comfortable with, not having no control of the car. And he was like, nope.
And it's different when your steering column is on the left and you're driving on the right side of the road. It's different. It's like over there, and the steering column's on the right, but they drive on the left.
We're probably boring everybody here with car talk, but listen,
yeah, I don't do car talk.
The tires are such low profile that when we've got the sleeping policemen, Sandra will know, sleeping policemen that you go over. And when that car goes over a bump, it almost hits the arch, right? Because obviously it's that close. So it's like all these things you learn about and cost money.
Yeah.
If you screw it up.
Yeah.
Invest in good shocks.
There it is. Good shock absorbers.
Daniel wants to know, how are you doing and how's your health going?
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Right on.
He's
Right on.
He's not afeared, are you, KB? Not afeared.
Not a fear.
Not a bit. Not a bit. Not at all.
Well, that's good.
KB, a man of 1,000 hats. He went back. What's that one say there? The other one, he got rid of the Bush hat.
That's his RIP hat.
Oh, Richmond investigation as a paranormal.
That's his group.
Yeah. KB, the ghost hunter.
Yeah.
He
I
says,
gotta get that.
He said, come here, sit on my lap. Come on over here. Come talk to Uncle KB. Then when you do it, KB.
There we go.
Oh, look. Scotty's got his on.
Yeah.
There it is.
Scotty Indiana Jones.
He should have been born in the 30s or 40s, that's for sure, because that suits him.
That's right, Dollface.
I would have been happy in the 60s and 70s. I don't know. It's just that some people feel like you out of that certain time vibe. It's like I should have been born a decade earlier.
I was the 60s and the 70s. I was born in 60. So
I was born in the 70s, but I actually absolutely enjoyed being in the 80s. I've got to be honest. I love the music and all the stuff. Oh,
there we go.
I missed the 70s by 2 months.
What hat is that one?
Oh, let me get it back over here.
That should snap up. That's just.
Oh, I don't have a wacky hat like that.
Is that your army hat?
No, this is Corona.
Oh, that's your Corona hat.
This is
That's his drinking hat.
Val, it's nice to see you back.
I had to come in here. I'm working on your pyramid.
I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Right,
This
look at those.
lady we need to promote. She has amazing talents and she does wonderful jewelry. And we're trying to, one of the things that's on the list to do is get her website up and, look at that.
What is
That's
it?
pretty.
Cat lady design, or what is it? Cat something another.
Cat chick.
Cat chick, yeah.
She is fantastic. It's beautiful.
It is.
So we need to do her
Those are
webpage.
gorgeous. Here, I'm going to blow you up here, Val.
This one hasn't been polished yet, but
That's really cool. Nice.
So, and this lady is so talented and she needs to be selling this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
this one I've showed you all on my show.
Do you have an Etsy page?
No.
Oh,
Valerie, when is your show so I can
That's
see it?
cool.
I've never seen it before.
it's
It is Saturdays at 7 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I told him that the other day. I think somebody asked the other day on Scotty's show, when is Valerie's show? When you'd already left, I said, it's Saturdays at 7. I will back her up.
Saturdays at 7. Yeah.
That would be 6 Central, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
I think you're going to have to go to StreamYard as well, Val, because more people want to get on
Yeah.
the show as well.
Yeah, I don't. All I have is my phone. So if I can't do it all with my phone,
Yeah.
unless I'm able to get. Now, if I sell some of this shit, then I can get.
Exactly. You got to
You
plan.
know.
Get a cheapy laptop and just do that. Just monitor it on the phone and use it on the StreamYards for the laptop. Just mute the
Well,
stream.
another thing is I don't have Wi-Fi here.
Right.
You must be in the middle of Timbuktu
You can come back, Terry.
country.
Yeah.
When I go to
this
my
is
aunt's house near
Hey.
Doug Street.
There you go, Ken.
The hat. Oh my God, Val, you and I are naked. We haven't got a hat on. Look, they've got hats on.
I know, right?
This is
I don't
my
have a hat like that, unfortunately.
hat here is John Penman, and the one I had on. This is not an Indiana Jones hat. This is just a fedora, and that's the one I had on at first. Indiana Jones has the one furrow down the top. This is
I need to borrow Ken's Go to Hell hat.
Ken, I
And
love
this
that
is
hat.
my-
What is
there it
that
is.
hat? That is really good, that hat. What is it?
This one or
No, what
Ken's?
is it? Ken's. What have you got?
It's a doorman. That's all I know.
That is Stetson. Oh, okay.
No, this one. The reason I got this one, I was at Cracker Barrel eating, and I got really big into Blacklist, and I thought I need me a Raymond Reddington hat, so I overpaid for the Stetson.
You know, John Penman, who makes these, made hats for one of the seasons, one of the later seasons of the Blacklist,
That's all right.
and those hats were made out of a certain kind of beaver skin pelt from Europe or South America or something like that, and it was.
You were born in the wrong. You were born in the wrong. You should have been born either late, Victorian. That's gorgeous. Look at that, Val.
Oh wow! Here,
She
let's
just
blow
makes
that up.
So much stuff.
Oh, very cool.
That
Aliens.
it goes with these. You string them up together.
Oh.
But the jewelry's really good. Like she wears some of her jewelry on her show, and it's fantastic.
Very cool.
Yep.
The
Very
woman's talented. What can we say?
I make ashtrays and coasters and everything.
Just for when you have to have a smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a good new ashtray.
Yeah, me too.
This, by the way, is my Penman Casablanca.
You love that.
This is the hat he made that is a exacting replica of Humphrey Bogart's hat from the movie Casablanca. So,
But you know what? Wasn't men, and I may sound wrong saying this, but
Penman.
wasn't men more attractive in those days, Val, when they dressed with the whole suit and men look like.
Oh, I'd
men
agree with you.
without-
There you go.
There's so many men with their asses hanging out their jeans now. It's like, really?
It's like they took more pride in what they look like.
Yes. Exactly.
That's what I tell
You
these guys.
know.
Buy a damn belt. Buy a damn belt.
It was more
It was
like they
suit
took
ties.
so much pride in what they look like, and not necessarily to impress somebody, but just
Yeah.
because they took pride in it.
That's Kenny's pub hat.
Sexy
That's
hat.
He's going out to the pub to shoot some
That's-
snooker.
That's Ken's Go to Hell hat.
When you win, go to hell hat. Don't like it, go to hell.
Go to hell.
There it is.
Oh, really? It's a Guy Ritchie hat, really?
I had a what was the big one? Kanga, the black Kanga hats, and I always wore it reversed, a pub hat like that. Wore it reversed, and
I need to buy me another one of them.
I just think
got
men
lost somewhere.
have lost a bit of identity because I said this to Michael the other day. You like a man to be a man, right? And him to dress and he looks like he's made an effort. I mean, I'm not saying 24/7 because you got to do other things, but if you go out or whatever, that's it, Ken. You look like a real spiv now.
There you are.
Hey, but if you don't go out, you don't have to make no effort, right?
You talking to me?
You talking to me?
You talking to me?
Talking to me. Yeah.
There's one of my ashtrays.
Oh, that's pretty.
Hey, it says, I know a man who knows
I
a
need
man
an
who knows a
ashtray.
man. Yeah, that's what I said.
You show the pyramid.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pyramid.
There you go,
Nope.
Wendy.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Up. Oh, nice.
We need something a little
Toaster.
more manly, yo. Can you make something a little more manly?
Coasters.
Mentally, did you say?
No, manly man.
Oh, metal.
And I
metal.
have
I'm sure she could.
self-defense things.
Oh, they're lovely.
Nice.
The cat, I've got the cat similar in black somewhere, and that was cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I got
Nice.
I got a defense thing here in black too.
Oh yeah, is that the dog?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ken, you look like a real spiv, as we
Hanging on
call
my
it
wall.
over here. Like you look really cool. Super cool.
Can you see her? She is locked and loaded, ready for action.
There she is.
And yes, Michael, I can make anything.
That's all I'm saying. No. I said no. We need a manly man ashtray here. I got the big manly dog.
See you, Sandra.
That
I can. I made Ken's son-in-law a marijuana leaf.
Oh, not that stuff.
A
Not the
marijuana
devil.
leaf ashtray.
It's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I
Marijuana
can
ashtray.
make whatever.
No,
It's like the Guy Ritchie cap that he's got on though, because if you ever see Guy Ritchie, he's always wearing the spiv, as we call it, the spiv caps, and he looks very smart, Ken. I'm impressed.
I have a picture. I have a picture of me and Ken, and he's in that hat. It's a really good picture.
Nice.
I want to see it.
You know,
I've got.
Yeah,
me
we do.
Talk about your favorite hats.
Of course, I have no makeup on and a hat on, but he looks good.
Ken is super cool though. Like, let's be honest, he is super cool.
Yeah. Ken was cool before school came around. Yeah.
He's too cool for school. He really is. He's like he's because Ken's just got that energy that when you look at him, he's like, this man takes no shit or no prisoners, right? He's like, what? No, you don't.
There you go.
I need to get my berets back out. But you know, hats. You know, it's funny how article of clothing can bring back memories too. Like I said,
it sure can.
Like I said, this hat. I was at the thrift shop and I was showing money around and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, because I'm a huge Yellowstone fan, anybody that knows me knows that I live all of the series of Yellowstone. And I told her, and I went up, and the lady's like, she's got a funny accent. I said, well, she's 4,000 miles away. And so they had like $18 on the hat. And I told her, I said, I need a military discount. She said, how about 12? I said, how about sold? And I also got, let me see.
A military discount. I want one of those.
I know, right?
We just go and go. I've got military discount.
By the way,
I need to get my paranormal investigator hat when I come up there, Ken. And my cowboy boots.
That's a sort of, isn't that the kind of one that Scotty's wearing that Sylvester Stallone wears in that movie?
Oh yeah,
Expendables.
Yeah.
Oh no, some of the military movies I watch like that, it's the stuff they do. I'm like, nope, that ain't gonna work. Nope, that ain't gonna work.
Oh, what's he got?
See this?
That's cool.
I got this. It's it's cotton poly or something, but it's a lightweight Harley Davidson jacket. I got that for Rainey. She doesn't like it. It doesn't fit her right. But
I like that. That's lovely.
Wendy, what size do you wear?
That would match my Harley boot.
English size? What size is it?
I'm looking here. What does it say for size? I think it's a large, but I might be wrong.
Work.
Here, hang on.
Get on the other set of eyes. There we go.
All right. What do we got here? It is a shell.
Any minute now.
Well, while he's doing that,
Doesn't say.
I fill y'all in on Picard real quick while he's busy.
I hear you.
See what happened was.
No.
see what happened was.
Don't tell us. We don't want to know.
See, I can still do this.
They all lived happily ever after. The end.
The end.
It's got everything else on here except the size.
Honestly, like, I don't want to know the ending. I want to watch it.
Oh, wait. There's one more hidden tag underneath all the other tags. Is there a size on that? Nope.
Scotty's still looking. He's still checking.
There's no top or bottom. There is no size tag on this. That is really odd.
Well, if it fits Rainey, it probably will fit me because you were probably.
It fits right. I just don't think she likes the style. I should.
I tell you, I have a pair of Harley Davidson boots, and they are the most comfortable boots I've ever had.
That's
looks
lovely.
Like that. It's got some stuff on the sleeves. Where's it? This side.
You're talking about 80s style.
You got that, and
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I'll be out there in June, July, so I can try it on.
There you go. Let's have you try it on.
Wait,
what's the line from Raiders of the Lost Ark with Belloc, the bad guy, and he's got Marion tied up in his tent, and he pulls out the white gown, and he says, "I would very much like to see you in this."
And I shall accommodate that.
Scotty, I think we would all very much like to see her in that.
Yeah, I think the world would like to see her in that.
What was the little guy? What was his little sidekick? The little
short round?
Short round.
Short round, yeah, short round.
He won some kind of big award,
Oscar
didn't he?
of some kind, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he bumped into Harrison Ford at the Oscars, and
Raiders was the best, I think.
They took a picture of that. They were on stage together.
They were all good.
And he hadn't seen him in many years.
Right.
Almost since the movies.
Short round. Yeah, short round. I could never. He always reminded me of the guy who said, "The plane, boss, the plane."
Yeah. Well, he said that Harrison Ford, he saw him across the room, and Ford looks at him and he goes, "Short round," like that, and they hugged and all that.
That's cool. And then there's Harrison Ford call, right?
Yep. Well, folks, we got about 5 minutes left, and we're going to call it quits for today. So if anybody wants to say something, now's your time.
Are you doing a night show, or are you not doing a night show because you did a day show?
I do have my show tonight at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Sweet.
And Intrepid Radio. Just watch for the announcement for it. It's right here on this channel. As a matter
I was going to say, what is our subject tonight?
No idea yet.
We're not leaving. We'll just be in hiding for a while.
Scotty, that's the way I do. People ask me Saturday morning, "What's the show about?" I don't know.
I don't know yet.
Well, I like a little prep time.
It'll probably be paranormal based because it's Friday. We do Friday paranormal stuff, but
I don't do topic
stuff. What, Ken?
What's going on there, Ken?
I want to thank you and thank Michael and everybody that's filling in for me because of my voice. You know, it's hard to really articulate and talk when you have a voice. But I'm just thanking I do appreciate it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to be Valerie and Wendy, maybe next week, do a morning coffee.
Right on.
We'll bring the girls on. Let them have morning coffee with KB at the castle by the roadside. And like I said, guys, when you come on morning coffee, you can talk about anything. Paranormal, politics, the three-letter word sex. If I don't know enough about it, you're not the only one that can fake it. But as long as you don't threaten, kill, dismember, or harm anybody, you have a right to speak your mind. Morning coffee.
That's right.
Yay!
Outstanding, Kenny.
He said it at last. The master spoke.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
That's what I tell him sometimes when he passes the ring down. It's like, "Oh, Michael, I'm a free elf now. I got blessing from the man, the myth, the legend." I the big shoes to fill.
I'm not a myth. I'm not a legend. I'm just me.
But you're a legend.
He's not a myth. He's very real.
Yeah, he said,
yeah, but over here we call you're a ledge, right? That means you're a legend because
you're a ledge.
You're a ledge. And Val and I'm sure we would love to have all the gentlemen come in and have coffee with us for sure.
I'll tell you what.
You'll have to twist my arm.
Well, maybe if you're not busy Monday, you and Val can come one morning, be the host of morning coffee.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and
but I have coffee now, so I'm good.
Yeah.
No, like I said,
think about it. If you want to do it Monday morning, we'll put it out there. Get Scotty make a banner for the girls.
There it is.
He likes to make a banner for the girls to Scotty.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of boobies.
But what if Scotty doesn't want to do that?
Well, Scotty
I can be persuaded.
how they do it. He said, "You can twist my arm."
The world works in mysterious ways.
Yes, he does.
That's true.
I like giving KB a lot of crap over Ben because I tell him people has got so used to seeing him on at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And he's talking about no matter what happens, I want to see this carry on. And me and him's had discussions offline about that. And I said it could be similar, but it would never be as good as the original. It wouldn't. And I don't know.
And coffee.
Nobody can be KB.
Nobody can be KB. That's it.
There can be only one.
That's it.
There it is.
But like I said, like
I used to say on the radio. I used to say this on the radio. I had a lot of guys that want to be KB, but can't be.
Yeah, that's it.
KB, but can't be.
Nobody can be KB.
Women want him and men want to be him.
Because they're afeared.
They're feared.
They're feared.
They're feared.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap this all up.
Sure.
So,
Love you, KB.
everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in this morning. We got a little out music to go out on. Kenny, love you, brother.
Love you,
And
brother.
good to see you. And Wendy, love you, as
you,
always. Michael, love you, brother.
Love you, brother.
Val, love you too. Everybody else,
Love you too.
thank you for coming in today.
Yeah.
And you all have a good morning, a good rest of your day. It's Friday. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Tune into my show tonight right here on this channel. And that's the Intrepid Radio program at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, folks, everybody.
All right.
See you later. Have a good day and live long and prosper.
It's a beautiful morning.